I'm trading the live account on the MES. Actually, here's what happened. Yesterday, I was trading the NASDAQ as always, and for some reason, it wouldn't let me get an entry. It said that I didn't have enough margin, which I am baffled about because I had enough cash in the account to make the trade considering the margin needed. So I kept trying to put an order on the MNQ, the micros, and I couldn't do it. There was a lot of rough price action around 1 p.m. yesterday. I'm sure something happened. Somebody farted and the price just went bananas. Right at the time that it went bananas, I had a position and it almost went to my profit. Now, my target was kind of ambitious. It was a long way from price and the stop loss was shorter. So it wasn't a 1-to-1. It was more like a 1 to, well, the stop loss was like 2-to-1. Maybe less, maybe, well, something like that, 2-to-1. And as price went crazy, I was like, over the button to close the order. As soon as I was about to hit it, it went to my profit and was a bit, just a few ticks away from it, and then shut off in 1 millisecond to my stop loss. That was a huge loss on one trade, was like 30 bucks or something. And I'm sure that because price moved so drastically like that, that I probably incurred losses incurred to the slippage. I'm guessing, I don't know for sure. But in either case, my, stop loss got hit. I lost a big amount for that one trade. I did not want to risk that much. I was handling the trade and then that happened. I lost. I wanted to take another entry and it wouldn't let me. Even though I had just enough balance, like I wasn't even that much of a loss. Throughout the day, I was only like 20 bucks down, something like that. Not crazy. So I went to the MES, the micros, and see if I could get an entry on those, and I did. So I'm still learning about all this, futures, margins, intraday, leverage, all of that, but I still haven't figured out, when the exchanges decide not to give you enough margin, basically based on your performance. That's what I'm guessing, because it makes no sense that I've taken entries with a lot less balance and I wasn't even, I was still trading the mini micros, the micro NQ, not the minis. So all in all, to say, we were in a, predicament that made us switch to MES. So what happened? Well, I did actually really good on the MES. And I got back to not even break even and I actually made 20 bucks. Here's the funny thing, okay? The funny thing about all this is that yesterday I traded for about 2.5 hours, something like that. I was up for most of the beginning of the day, or just about break even and a little bit of profit, a little bit of loss. I was just kind of trailing on. And I had that huge loss, that I'm talking about. But on the very first trade that I made that day, the very first trade, I made 20 bucks. Okay? That was done in about 30 minutes worth of work. Then 2.5 hours later, after a huge, good performance on the MES, both scalping and looking for bigger flips or bigger moves and trailing with our drawdown. Now, what happened, my stream went offline. My stream went offline. You can check out the stream from the past time on the live account. So the one prior to this one should be on the playlist as the last day before this one. I lost, I made 20 bucks 2.5 hours later after having 20 bucks in half an hour. And that, to me, I think, is the biggest challenge of trading. It's not trading, it's really not that hard, because even if you put a random order with basically a few points, you're bound to get some right. So even if all of this is non-sequential and there's no pattern to it at all, price does whatever it wants to do at any time and there's no one that can predict it. But if you place a trade, 50%, it's achievable, just like 60 and 70 on either end. And of course, the more trades you take, that number becomes more apparent, the percentages of your wins and your losses. But the problem is, the more trades you take, considering the fees and the spread and the slippage, all of those little things that add up to where even 50-50 is not profitable. You have to be more than 50-50. And when that happens, you need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop when the odds are in my favor. Because then the next time, the odds might be in my favor again. Because what happens is, we perform better when we are in the right state of mind, when we are rested, when we are not dehydrated. And all of those elements make it, well, if you don't have all those elements put in place, it makes trading really hard. So when you go in and for half an hour and you make 20 bucks on the micros, so that means that would be on the minis, that would be 10 times the size. And the problem with the micros is that it's such a small amount, 20 bucks. It's such a large gap between the macros and the minis that it makes it trading these two instruments really different. So all that to say that on the MES, I had a good time. And the volatility was still high because, of course, what happened on the NASDAQ happens on the S&P. That's true, I think. It moves very similar. If I put a chart of the NASDAQ here, you'll see the similarity. This is the 3-minute chart, okay? And this is the 3-minute chart of the MES. You tell me. Why did I have such a better time on the MES? Well, because I have experience with it, number one. It's crazy. And I bet you a lot of things look the same. Very similar in any case. I will show you the results of the yesterday's overall trading. Let's see if I can find it. I know where it is. 5:01, 2 p.m. I think it's this one. Let's see. Yeah, this is it. 20 bucks. I mean, 1977. This is my overall. You know, I think my screen might be blurry and stuff. I'm gonna try to fix that, guys. Okay. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the improvements. So yeah, 1977 we made for the day. Look how much we traded. 17 contracts, 27, 54. A lot of contracts, a lot of positions, 27 trades basically. But look at my win profit, 47 on this one. That's a good number. See, this is the kind of number you need to make to be profitable, but we don't want to be in this ride of 27 trades. When we did that on the first trade, instead of 27, it was 1. And here it was 90, well, probably a little less because of the fee. But look at how much fees we're paying, okay? 50 bucks. And of course, if we probably got the license to, or the lifetime membership with Ninja Trader, then we could probably get a nice deal on the fees, which would probably make sense. We're not that young, so a lifetime license is not, I don't know, I guess while I'm here I'll be paying it for life, but I don't get as much out of it as a 20-year-old, that's for sure. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with this platform or not. So right now I'm taking it easy, but still this adds up. 20 bucks. This would have been 1. This would have been all green. And this would have been just a little less, like 18 bucks. 18 bucks. Or 19, like 18.45. Something like that. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this is the... So all that to say that we're gonna be trading the MES for a little bit from now on. We're gonna get used to it. Maybe its smoothness kind of was more pleasant than the NQ. NQ tends to be really rough as how price moves, especially on the lower time frames. Maybe the MES is a little more calm. The numbers are lower, which leads me to believe that volume is probably lower and liquidity, right? Everything is going up right now. So we're going to be trading the MES. That was the whole rant. One more thing to mention. Is that I'm doing the competition for TradingView. You can watch it live. I'll be posting day 1 through whatever days, how many ever days we are able to trade. It's a 30-day competition with $250,000 balance. Paper money, not real money. Did I do the disclaimer yet? I think I gotta do the disclaimer. The content presented in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed are solely those of the creator and should not be construed as financial advice. The creator does not sell any products or services, nor is affiliated with any of the trading platforms or tools mentioned. Trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. It is important to conduct your own research or consult with a professional before making any investment decisions. The creator assumes no responsibility for any losses or damages arising from the use of this content. And I'm doing the competition, so you have to trade for 10 days to qualify for a prize. There's 58,000 people already in the competition. I'm one of them. And we're all trying to get to first place, of course, to win the prize of 25,000 bucks. Second place gets 10,000 bucks. And so on, all the way to fifth place, who gets like 1,000 bucks. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun because you can trade 6 categories of instruments. Well, not 6 different instruments from different categories. So you got gold, SPX 500 USD, you got BTC USD, you got gold USD, you got the euro and USD, you got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. So that's definitely was a challenge today to do that, coming from futures. I love futures, man. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's different than stocks and all that. It's more raw. Look at that, pretty clean. Expansion, inducement, expansion, consolidation. Wow, look at this range. That's huge. There's a lot of volume here where we are. A lot. Look at this. We're already ranging. Top, bottom. Look at all that volume. And we are going to take it down. Look at that. Unmitigated. Tapped. So deeper mitigation here. So yeah, my results were pretty good for 27 trades to end up with 20 bucks, where I could have just walked away with 20 bucks on one trade and call it a day. No, I had to have a full day of experience and ups and downs and more likelihood of blowing up accounts. Everything goes up in proportion. Everything. That's why you gotta be proportionate. Not you, me. I gotta be proportionate on the amount of time it takes to just now. Okay, so let's say, well, if you made 20 bucks in 30 minutes, how much can you make in 2 hours and a half? Well, I'll tell you, I'll just keep those 20 bucks. You see the difference? It takes me 30 minutes to make 20 bucks. or on the E-minis would be $200. Half an hour to make $200, or in this case $20, because we're gonna keep it real. Okay, we're doing the minis. I mean, sorry, we're doing the micros. We're doing the micros. We're not doing minis yet. Eventually we will, but right now let's say, okay, $20. $20, you know. It takes me 30 minutes to make $20. Well, how much does it take you to keep your $20? 2 hours and a half. It takes 2 hours and a half of working to keep those $20. Why? Because we have this greed persona making us lose trades. Actually, no, it's not making us lose trades. That's not true. That's not true. Just the percentage nature of the business. Percentage. What's the percentage? If you take 10 trades, how many do you win? How many lose? Okay, I win 8. Okay, you win 8 out of 10. Wow. Wow, right? Cool, cool. Now, I would argue that someone that has a higher win rate would probably have a higher number of, or not higher number, higher amount of losing capital on each trade or equity than someone who takes less percentage of profit. Okay, that's just fair to say, I guess. It's fair to say. I mean, I incur that. One second. So yeah, well. I'm gonna test the area. We're just staying even here. Where is my position? There we go. It's just staying right put. I don't even have to risk that much on this one, actually. It goes up, it goes up. Yeah, that's good. If it goes up, it goes up. Whatever. We don't have to be that greedy either. We'll see. It's likely that we go higher, actually. That area that I'm putting my take profit at has been mitigated. And definitely the upside has not. I'm just playing the range on the downside for the big time frame. So I'll be back to talking about the profits. I know I haven't lost track of that conversation, fortunately, this time. It does look like it wants to flip, but not running this low. tap into the top of that huge manipulation. That's what I was talking about, guys. This is 1 p.m. yesterday. This is what I was talking about. That's crazy. Look at that. I was caught up in this. I was shorting somewhere here. I was doing good. I don't know where. I don't remember what I was doing. That's 27 trades, and that's on a live account. I also took demo account trades, and well, my order still hasn't moved much. Still there. Drops all the way down. I mean, this could be a flip. It did one. It was looking. I mean, the trend is up. The trend is upwards. Definitely is. Even though we had that huge drop right here after attempting but not being able to make new highs. But the trend might be flipping. It's just taking its time. And I'm right at the cusp. Like, my trade has not moved at all. I'm where the real battle's happening. Yeah. 1-to-1 here. Doesn't want to move. Yeah, trade doesn't want to move. Doesn't want to move. Doesn't want to move. It's probably because it's going up. Wow. It's just stuck there. It's not that big of a trade either. All right, so I got out of that trade. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Could have probably been better even, and that's fine. I just want to learn to take profit, move on to the next setup, instead of like trying to chase it to the end of the world and then break it even. That's the thing. It's like time management. You gotta manage your time, how much it takes you to make a certain amount. Like, I can move on. I can move on from here. That's 20 bucks already. Next trade, if I lose, back to zero, or $10 instead of 20. if I win 40 or 30, the fees add up. Then if I win the next one, okay, 45 bucks. 45 bucks, that's a lot for the micros. That would be a lot because that would be considered 400 bucks on the minis. I keep saying the same thing, but okay, so I was talking about, okay, you got two profitable guys, one, or not profitable, one has 50% win rate and one has 80% win rate. 80%. The person with the win rate of 80% probably has a bigger number of amount that they lose versus the amount that they actually gain. I believe that it's more likely that that's the case, that someone that has a higher percentage win rate will also have higher amount of percentage per trade of loss versus win, meaning they have a higher amount losing on each of the trades, on each separate trade. Like I showed you guys on the picture where I had more, my positions that were profitable were substantially more profitable than the losing positions. And that's, I think, a number that you cannot avoid unless you have a system based around high percentage trades and high amount, or higher amount than the losing trades. It can be achieved. I'm not saying it can't. Of course, I believe it can. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. But it's interesting what's happening here. Maybe bouncing off to the next point. But we do have this area here, down here, that it's attractive for price as well. If we're going down, that was a good take profit. I'm glad I did that, even though it might go lower. But why would I want to write all that? Just get the big bam, vámonos, we're out. So of course, I believe you can figure out how to be profitable and have a win rate that's higher on the amount and percentage wise. But before we get there, we need to separate those two elements of the trading. One is we need to be able to get more than 50% of the trades right. And the other one is to make sure we gain more than we lose. The second one is, I guess, trade management, basically. Stop loss and take profit management. Not when to engage. That's part of your the other part of trading, which is whether to engage or not. That's the, what do you call that? The percentage, right? You want to increase your percentage of win rate, PL. You want to increase your PL. Then you must have, not, you actually don't have to have more than 50%. That's not true. You could be profitable even with a 10% win rate. You could, if your position is big enough to cover all of your losses and then some. Yeah. But what does it take to be a trader like that, right? We don't know. I mean, maybe we are one of those traders. We haven't figured it out yet. So there's an element of figuring it out. And for that, we need to take a lot of trades. So we got to take 27 trades instead of one not because of the money, but to gain experience. And as we gain experience, then our percentages and our trading strategy, it's all modified to fit that experience, to fit what has worked and what hasn't. So you need the data. And in order to get the data, you have to basically lose accounts. That's it. Blowing up accounts is what makes you profitable in the long run. That's what I've come to find out the hard way. Blowing up accounts is how you become successful at this. Because of the experience that you get, especially if it's real money, forget about it. You will learn. You will learn quick or quit, because that money flies, you know. But that's okay. It's part of the journey. That's what I'm trying to say. It's gonna cost us $50,000 to get good at this. In the not so long term, you know, we want to expand it. Those 50 grand, we could, if it's 10 years, then so be it. If that's how much it takes. It did end up being a good, possibly a run of the high. I mean, we did break here, pretty good, and then we got the tap. We got these highs to worry about though. But I do think, man, all of the positions that I took on the competition, by the way, I was trying to figure it out because right now I feel good in my element here with the futures, but trading Bitcoin and Solana and Ethereum and all that, man, that was tough. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So I shorted everything. I shorted everything, but you know, I don't know. We'll see. It's for fun, you know. I'm not gonna be one of the 10 winners of that thing. Are you kidding me? There's 5,800 people as of now. Where is my sound? Where's my snare? I want to see my snare. What the heck? All right, whatever. Sounds like a video game kind of music. Then a second tap of this area. We'll see what happens on this one. We got a huge manipulation of the last time, so we'll see. Probably go higher, tap into the bottom of the range, and then trade down. Possibly leave from, maybe even break this high. I wouldn't consider it a non. We'll put a line on the protected high here. What happened to the music? Oh shoot. I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that. Ooh, look at that. It's easy to blow up account, guys. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the thing. Almost out of coffee. Yet again, another rejection? Could possibly be. Look at that. We might have a break. We got clean action. I'm not going to dispute the trend anymore. And I'm not going to look for like, oh, okay, we're going down. No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. From now on, it's all like waiting game. One trade per day and you're done. Just make it profitable. I'm actually not doing one trade per day. Otherwise, I'd be done already. Look, it took me less than 30 minutes to make 20 bucks again. That's what I'm talking about. And here I am getting more experience. Why do I need experience? I need cash. I don't need experience. I need cash. You know what I'm saying? Again, with the music. I swear. A huevo. Here we go. Oh, wow. Here's the rise to the moon. Prepare your tickets, cause we're going up. No, no, I'm not gonna short this. Not yet. Wow. Ooh. There we go. There we go. We got ourselves a break. But bam. King of the hill. Wow. Look at that. Look at that rejection. Fake out though. Fake out though. Still higher. Wow, I knew it. Went up on huge manipulation, and yeah, that was it. It was almost 20 bucks in profit. It was a really good move. We still probably get some. I don't know. I think it's gonna hit my stop loss. Very sure because of how it's moving. There we got 10 bucks, 11 bucks. We'll close out. Oh, I closed it out a little bit late. It moved sharply down when I moved it. Was able to catch about 7 bucks. How much? Yeah, hey, 9 bucks. Hey, nine something. Because we had oh no, we had 21 something, so about 8 bucks. That's the kind of numbers we want to see, you know? Perfect. All right, I'm done. I wish I could stay and hang out, but you know, we gotta follow a certain pattern of time versus profit. And if we get good at that, that's the holy grail, guys. Well, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.